Welcome, I am Sean, and this is episode 21 of BL4 and Lore. And although it is numerically coming right after episode 20, for me, it has been a few weeks, actually. I got pretty far ahead in episodes compared to what I had edited and released, so I started focusing on editing, and then I got busy in life, and yeah, so it's been about 3 weeks since I last fought Mergo's wet nurse. So I believe I had a play session that I briefly did that didn't get recorded, just fighting Mergo's wet nurse a little more. But all that did was spend up some of my bolt paper and stuff, so I'm looking at, let's see, 3 bolt paper, I got a bunch of fire paper, and a couple of beast blood pellets. So, I'm not really expecting to do anything great here, because I gotta get back into the game a little bit, so I'm just gonna kind of shake off the rust. I have an alternative character, oh my god. I have an alternative character that I've been playing. I played on a little bit last night. Is just getting back into it for fun. But that character is leveling and using Ludwig's Holy Blade, so a little bit different than this experience. So yeah, let's just have a go at the wet nurse and see how that goes. It's been a while, friend. Let's see. Alright. Whew. Okay, I got a dodge there. Oh, no, that would be bad. Oh boy. Okay, well, time for this bit. Now, I believe that this other Phantom version actually goes down in 1 hit if you get them. So, it actually, I've heard, is actually a pretty good time to do damage, but I have never found that to be the case, honestly. And I died during this part, so as soon as I found out that this, I believe I learned this from EMB, watching one of his playthroughs, this strategy is just, seems to lead to me dying less. Even though it makes the fight pretty long, so I'm doing a bad job maintaining that. Alright. Okay, then. I don't seem to get that second attack. Whoa. Don't seem to get that second transform attack very often, so maybe it's not worth it. Okay, I just should run. Oh boy. Sometimes you get off of this rhythm, and that's really fucking bad for this particular thing. Oh, man. Oof. Yeah, I don't know where I heard that phantom dies, but as far as I can tell, shit's popping up everywhere. Alright. No way. Where are ya? Oh shit. Whew. Pretty good attempt though. I guess one thing 3 weeks will do is give you a little bit of patience back. You know, I was maybe gonna bounce to something else, but I'm gonna give the wet nurse another try too. But if I'm sort of like, I need to get back into the groove of things, I have quite a few optional bosses I can hop onto, but none of them are going to be a cakewalk for me. So maybe I'll use some fire paper. I'm hesitant to use a beast blood pellet, just because I don't have very many, but maybe I shouldn't let that stop me. Because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oof. Yeah, not great on my part. Yeah, I think that spin attack has killed me. That's like a one-shot kill for me, so I think the key is to really paying attention to how that attack comes off and how to oops. Whew. Oof. This is just nuts. I don't really get it. Oof. That's a lot. Yeah, not worth trying that. On the plus side, I noticed that fire seemed to do pretty well, but also I didn't have as much trouble with that one attack, so I think I'm going to have a go at the Beast Blood Pellet again. If it doesn't work out, then I feel pretty good that at least fire is not a bad option. So we'll see how that goes. Oops. Man. Unfortunately, it's going to use up my beast meter, but yeah. I've already tried fighting during this part, and it's pretty ridiculous, so not going to work for me. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, #1 rule of this strategy, do not get caught on the side. I don't know the algorithm of this attack, but it just fucks you up. As it is, I've been pretty off lately on this. Alright. Alright. Here, friend. Try a bolt paper. Holy moly. I got going badly. Whew. Man. Quiet, friend. Yes. There we go. Whew. Got a little dicey at that. One section right there. There we go. Nightmare slain once the baby stops crying. I guess the subtext there is that without the wet nurse, Mergo doesn't have anything to sustain themselves. So, but there we go. That wasn't too bad. It got a little weird at that one part in my I have earbuds in and my earbud fell out, so I couldn't hear the fight for half the fight, which isn't a huge deal, but it definitely takes away some of your senses, which are so integral to this game. So yeah, but that felt good. That means now all I have ahead of me is pain and misery, because that was the last sort of boss before the main game boss, but I don't want to do that yet, which means it is time for some of the optional bosses. But before we go this way, before we go back to the Hunter's Dream, let's go back here. I think what that fight really came down to for a bit was patience and just not getting hit by that one attack. That seemed to be the cause of a lot of my deaths. Let's see, so here's Queen Yarnum. I've slayed Mergo. She bows and goes away. I don't know why the shadows are still here. Get, she's gone. But yeah. So the way it looks to me like, so this is that was Yarnum's consciousness stirring. She sort of seems to be like the Great Ones, where even though she is in the labyrinth, dead, she doesn't truly die. She continues to exist. And therefore, pretty landscape. But therefore, she sort of bows to you in a way that sort of indicates that maybe she doesn't feel like her baby's at peace, because her baby's crying. And maybe that's because of the Mensis ritual, pulling Mergo from wherever, they want to be, wherever they normally are, into this place. And by releasing Mergo, by killing them, you're bringing them some form of peace. And Yarnum, that's why the battle looks very civil. It doesn't look like she's angry at you for doing that. So it seems like she also wants this ritual to be over. So yeah, that is Mergo's wet nurse. And so let's get to a safe spot without any dog crows. And get back to the Hunter's Dream and figure out what to do next. So because the hunt is coming to an end, the Hunter's Dream is ablaze. Let's see what she has to say.
Good hunter, you have come. Dawn will soon break, this night and this dream will end. Gammon awaits you at the foot of the great tree. Good hunter, I sense... Farewell, good hunter.
So, Gammon's waiting for us at the great tree. Not ready to go there yet, because we got a whole lot of shit to take care of. So this place is ablaze. Dawn's coming. To escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. So it seems that we've halted the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, which is the Paleblood moon drawn by the Mensis ritual in order to talk with Mergo. And by slaying Mergo, it ends the ritual. So dawn is coming. But then there's the note from the beginning of the game that says, in order to transcend the hunt, seek Paleblood. So while this seems like it's the same thing, and I'm just sort of thinking this over as it's coming to me, but so that seems like a different thing. So this whole seeking Paleblood thing, it could be the moon presence that comes after Gehrman, because that's the only way to truly transcend. If Paleblood is referring to the moon presence, then that is a way to transcend the hunt, because that brings that final ending. But in order to get that final ending, I need 3 chords, and I have 1 from defeating Mergo as a great one. I have another one that was taken from the old workshop, which was from the moon presence meeting with Gehrman and his associates. And then another one will come from Ariana, and then another one will come from what's her face, Yusef's imposter Yusefka, I believe. So I'm just debating one of these points that I've always struggled with, which is, what does Paleblood represent? And I guess it's not ultimately a big deal, but because there's basically the 2 theories. It's either Paleblood is the Great One's blood, or Paleblood is like the moon presence. And I'm not convinced that it's not both, really, and that it's just supposed to represent these things. But really, you don't need any Great One blood to beat the game. As I just said, the only one you really need is Mergo's Cord, but you don't really need the echoes of Great Ones. You don't need Great One's blood to transcend the hunt. All you need to do is defeat the moon presence by getting the chords, which many of them don't require you to kill a Great One. So just brainstorming, but I still think Paleblood is referring to the moon presence as far as what it means for transcending the hunt. To transcend the hunt, you need to slay the moon presence, which is a great one, but I think it's specific that moon presence with the cord is sort of the key. If you eat the 3 chords and you defeat any other great one, it's not going to cause you to transcend. So, and that conveniently used up most of our time. Which wasn't exactly my intention, but also I gotta figure out where to go next, because we're gonna be going hither and thither in the future as we are tackling the optional bosses in the DLC, and we will see how far I get with some of these things. I would love to get through all of it. I also know that something such as the Orphan of Cause will certainly test my skills, and if you just watch me fight Mergo, Mergo's wet nurse about a dozen times, it's going to take some stepping up on my part, so. But I look forward to it. I'm excited to sort of essentially have the main game complete, and, because that's, I've at this point I could go up to Gehrman and he could lop my brain off, and I could wake up, and I would have technically beaten Bloodborne at BL4, which is awesome. But that is not enough for me. I want to see how far I can take this whole thing, and I hope you're excited to join me on that. So, thanks for watching.